The small island of Pung or Pungdo in South Korea is about 2.5 hours distance by sea from the city of Incheon. A herd of goats is seen galloping along the coastal cliff, creating something of a large black belt. Local residents hunt them down and goats dash down the mountain. However, awaiting them is a net. The animals are caught. Lee Gyong-woo, an island resident, said the goats grew up on mountain herbs and moved freely about in the mountains, so they are very strong. The problem began several years ago when 1 or 2 goats escaped from a livestock farm. Goats give birth to kids twice a year. There are also no natural enemies on the island, and their numbers are fast increasing. They devour medicinal herbs and crops, which are the main source of the islanders' income. The goats also ravaged wildflowers, a symbol of Pung Island. Goats have also appeared as a nuisance on an island inside Dadohe National Marine Park. The damage they inflict is ever-growing due to limited budget and manpower necessary for their capture. Last Monday marks this Lunar Year's first full moon. Many enjoyed a variety of traditional events over the weekend to wish for a bountiful year. Meanwhile, in South Korea, a blazing arrow flies through the air to land on a big pile of straw called a daljip and sets it on fire. While the bonfire lighted up the night sky, people chased away evil spirits and prayed for a year without illness or worries. Children had fun playing a traditional game called Dribble Nori by spinning cans of fire. Moon Yong-jin, a Seoul resident, hoped for a peaceful year in which they can all experience happiness rather than luck. A folk band traveled through the neighborhood alleys to wish each and every household peace. A traditional performance took place in the front yard of a hanok house to pray for a year of happiness. Merry mask dances entertained people of all generations. This boy appeared quite serious as he asked about his fortune this year. He's most curious about who will be his homeroom teacher. Traditional food is a must during the first full moon celebration. Koreans enjoy assorted mountain vegetables and herbs mixed with rice and 5 other grains. Peanuts and walnuts in their shells are cracked to scare away the evil spirits. Koreans have always enjoyed a variety of events celebrating the Lunar Year's first full moon in order to wish for health and good fortune throughout the year. Hong Kong Disneyland suffered a net loss of $148 million last year, even though the theme park recorded its 3rd highest attendance since it opened 11 years ago. But the park's managing director remains confident despite competition from Shanghai Disneyland, which goes into business in June. After making a profit for 3 straight years, Hong Kong Disneyland announced some bad news recently. From October 2014 to September 2015, the theme park posted revenue of $5.11 billion. After deducting expenses such as interest, taxes and depreciation, it suffered a net loss of $148 million. The number of visitors also fell to 6.8 million as compared to last year's 7.5 million. This was mainly due to a decrease in mainland visitors. There was a drop of 880,000 mainland visitors last year compared with 2014. However, the number of local visitors went up by more than 300,000. Managing Director Andrew Kam said the drop in mainland tourists was a result of a decrease in overnight visitors in the city.
So as long as we keep coming up with ideas, that's different than, what being offered somewhere else, we'd be able to keep our edge. And I think, that's the sort of a formula to maintain our competitiveness within the region.
Despite the drop, he remains confident that the opening of Shanghai Disneyland in June will not affect the theme park in Hong Kong. People across China geared up for the Lantern Festival, busy decorating lanterns, preparing delicacies and organizing lion dances for the Lantern Festival celebration. In Datong City of North China's Shaanxi province, the 5,000-meter ancient city wall was seen lit up by hundreds of decorative lanterns. A tourist said he came here from Beijing, where lantern fairs are often held in parks. It was the first time he had seen a lantern fair on an ancient city wall, and he felt great. The Lantern Festival revolves around various themes designed for visitors in different age brackets. According to the organizers, Yin Zunian, one of the show organizers, said the show incorporates traditional sound and light lanterns, theme lanterns reflecting core socialist values, those showing Datong's scenic attractions and folk characteristics, and lanterns in shape of cartoon characters for the children. In Wuhan, capital of central China's Hubei province, people decorated lanterns with virtues written on them to pay homage to their age-old tradition. Gong Hanhua, a resident, wished all residents seeing the lanterns could carry forward the spirit of family tradition, which drives folk and social customs. She added, when families are united, the society becomes harmonious. While at a local theme park, more than 40,000 sparkling lanterns and ice sculptures amazed visitors. This tourist said the ice carvings are so beautiful. The slide is exciting and the show is surprisingly large. In Zhongchuan village in East China's Fujian province, local residents carried forward the tradition of lantern making that has been passed on for more than 200 years in the village. In Xibin County, in southwest China's Guizhou province, people took part in dragon parades to drive away the evil spirits and pray for blessings in the Lunar New Year. The Lantern Festival is on the 15th of the first month of the Chinese Lunar Year. It is the last day of the New Year celebrations. February 22nd has been designated as Cat Day by some organizations in Japan because the word for two in Japanese, ni, sounds similar to nian, the Japanese word for meow. The annual cat celebration has been attracting growing interest, along with increasing numbers of Japanese fascinated by the charm of cats. A recent event in the city of Onomichi drew hundreds of feline lovers. One participant said he loves cats because they're free-spirited. On the 22nd, an exhibition of traditional ukiyo-e and other paintings featured cats opened in Tokyo. The Ginza District Gallery showed more than 30 cat-related artworks. One ukiyo-e printed depicted a kabuki actor playing a cat monster on stage. Another print showed cats bathing at a hot spring. The exhibition included an artwork by the famed artist Tsuguharu Fujita. A university student visiting the gallery said he likes cats because they are freewheeling and don't flatter humans. Several businesses are taking advantage of the boom. 3 years ago, when a bookstore in Tokyo was struggling to survive, it began specializing in books on cats. Owner Fumio Anekawa says thanks to the cat boom, sales have expanded. Cats are also having an economic impact on the rental housing market. One NPO is offering apartments with pet cats. Launched 6 years ago, the effort is protecting cats from being abandoned. Kansai University Professor Emeritus Katsuhiro Miyamoto estimates revenues could reach $20 billion annually. About half of that figure comes from sales of food and health care products. The other half comes from cat-related goods, the tourism industry, and a ripple effect. The Japan Pet Food Association says there were nearly 10 million pet cats in the country last year. The number has been growing in recent years and almost equals the figure for dogs. The association says one factor is Japan's aging population. It says many senior citizens are choosing cats as they don't have to take them for walks. NPO chief Yoko Yamamoto said sometimes owners may not be able to keep their cats, so a system is needed to adopt them. She says she is trying to find a business-based solution to the problem. Swans have begun leaving a winter refuge in central Japan to return to their home in Siberia, some 4,000 kilometers away. Every fall, swans arrive in the city of Azumino in the mountains of Nagano Prefecture to winter in a milder climate. After several months, they fly back to Siberia to breed. Many people come to the Saigawa River in the early morning to photograph the swans as they take flight in small groups. Members of a local swan watching group count the birds every winter. They say about 570 swans spent the winter in Azumino. This is about 150 fewer than last year. They say more swans could have wintered along the Japan Sea coast, which is closer to Siberia. The birds could have found food there because this winter has been mild. One swan watcher said the bird's departure is a sign that spring is coming. He said people in Azumino come to see them off and wish them a safe journey to Siberia. He said they hope the swans will come back in autumn. The swans are expected to continue departing till the end of March. A two-legged lamb was born in Oguzeli district of Gaziantep, Turkey, amazes locals. The lamb has been named as Milek or Angel by the owner of the farm. Veterinary of the farm said this kind of birth is seen 1 in a million and stems from birth abnormality. This is a very rare sample when compared to general birth ratio. The 31st edition of Fajar International Music Festival was held recently in Tehran with the aim of playing its role as Iran's most prominent national and international music event. Well-known Iranian musicians and ensembles as well as many celebrated artists from all around the world gathered in a vivid atmosphere of melodies and songs. Meanwhile, prominent Iranian conductor Loris Jagnavorian conducted Iran's national orchestra in a performance during the festival. The festival spread the aroma and sound of music in Tehran, which astounded music lovers. Fajar International Music Festival is Iran's most prestigious music festival, founded in 1986, several years after the formation of the film and theatre festivals in the artistic sphere of Iran. Since its formation, the festival has enjoyed the strong presence of many well-known artists from different Asian and European countries. The festival was first called the Revolutionary Songs and Anthems Festival, and 12 ensembles performed in its first edition to celebrate and embark on the first prominent music event of the country. It went on with this name for 4 years, considered as the only happening in which the Iranian musicians and maestros could perform and hold concerts. At the end of the imposed war against Iran in 1990, its name changed to Fajar Music Festival.